Hello and welcome to the orientation session for the SBR exam of the ACCA qualification. My name is Alina Kareem and I'm your tutor for Strategic Business Reporting at Skans ECampus. Today we will be discussing the syllabus, course coverage and exam structure of SBR. Let's start with the introduction of the subject. The Strategic Business Reporting paper, abbreviated as SBR, falls in the strategic professional level of the ACCA qualification and is therefore compulsory for all students to attend. Here you can see the knowledge linkages of SBR with other ACCA exams. The SBR exam mainly builds up on the financial reporting exam of applied skills module of ACCA. The knowledge of FR is very frequently tested in the SBR exam. SBR also forms the base for the Advanced Audit and Assurance optional exam of ACCA. The entire syllabus for the SBR is split into 7 key areas. It starts off with the knowledge of ethical and professional principles and then moves on to the conceptual and regulatory frameworks, which form the base for the development of all standards. Section C of the syllabus covers accounting standards, explaining the accounting treatment of different items to be reflected in financial statements. Then Section D covers how the accounting transactions are summarized and converted into consolidated financial statements. Section E covers the interpretation of individual and consolidated financial statements and the accounting treatments done with respect to their stakeholders. Section F talks about the latest transitions in the rapidly changing landscape of reporting. The final syllabus area G of employability and technology skills is covered through your computer-based exam. Since the objective is to make sure you are comfortable navigating your way through basic technology used in the life of a strategic level professional. Now we come to the course plan set up in your study room to cover the key areas of ACCA syllabus for the SBR exam. We will first cover the knowledge of standards in FR syllabus, as it is a key area tested in your exam. The knowledge might be the same, but the way these standards are tested in SBR is different from FR, and that's what you need to focus on. In many SBR exams, there is comprehensive testing of FR knowledge. Then, we will cover IFRS 16 leases, IS 12 income taxes, and financial instruments. These are the standards that were partially covered in FR. Now, complete standards will be covered at SBR level. Then, we move on to standards only covered in SBR exam, which are IFRS 8 operating segments, IS 24 related party transactions, IFRS 2 share-based payment, and IS 19 employee benefits. Then, we will cover the ethical and professional dilemmas faced by accounting professionals. Here, we will go through the ACCA Code of Ethics, threats to basic principles of ethics, best actions available, and issues regarding unethical situations. In consolidation, we will start with basic consolidation techniques covered in FR exam and then move on to piecemeal acquisition, disposal of subsidiary, foreign subsidiary, and consolidated statement of cash flows. In performance evaluation, we will discuss the interpretation of financial statements, the non-financial performance measurement, integrated reporting, alternative performance measures, perspective of different stakeholders, corporate social responsibility, and sustainability reporting. The current issues will focus on challenges faced by accountants in the current digital world, exposure drafts of different standards, discussion papers, and issues in existing standards. While covering each individual standard, we will follow a certain pattern. We will start with the objective of the standard, identifying which topic will be covered in which particular standard. Then we will cover the scope of standard, which means what are the items on which this particular standard is applicable. Then we will cover key definitions and recognition criteria. Then comes the measurement criteria and disclosures. Many students confuse between recognition and measurement criteria. Remember, the recognition criteria talks about when and how a transaction is to be recognized. However, measurement criteria talks about the value at which an item will be recorded. Now, moving on to the exam pattern, please note that you will have 3 hours to attempt a 100-mark paper and need to score 50% to pass the exam. The exam consists of 2 sections. Section A has 2 questions which are of 50 marks in total. Question number 1 may be of 25 or 30 marks, and then question number 2 has the balancing marks. Section B also has 2 questions, and both questions, question number 3 and question number 4, are of 25 marks each. All questions are compulsory. The question 1 is normally of 25 to 35 marks and covers consolidation as well as knowledge of standards. Please remember, it is not just a consolidation question, rather detailed knowledge and application of standards is also tested. Then the question number 2 is normally of 20 marks depending upon marks of question number 1. It covers ethical principles as well as knowledge of standards. Please remember once again, it is not just an ethics question, rather detailed knowledge and application of standards is also tested in it. The examiner gives accounting issues which you have to identify and resolve, and then you need to pick up the ethical issues related to that. Question number 3 and 4 cover multiple accounting standards and situations. One of the 2 questions asks you to evaluate the performance based on an accounting scenario from the perspective of stakeholders. Most commonly in past exams, the examiner asks to evaluate from the perspective of shareholders. Current issues can be tested as a part of any question in SBR. You will not be getting a complete 25-mark question on current issues. While solving SBR questions, please focus on the verb mentioned in the requirement and answer the question accordingly. On the screen here, you can see the most commonly tested verbs in SBR exam, and please note that these are all indicative of application of accounting principles rather than just testing the theory of standards in a straightforward manner. The SBR exam has 4 professional marks. These are for the quality of the discussion and the structure of the answer. 2 marks are related to the ethical issue part of question number 2 in the exam, and the remaining 2 marks are related to the performance evaluation part of question number 3 or question number 4. Remember, SBR is now a more discussion-based theory exam rather than being a numerical exam. This is why you need to focus on the theory of standards, application of concepts and principles, and analysis of situations. We have seen past exams where up to 60 marks were allocated to the theory portion of exam. So please prepare SBR accordingly. The ultimate point I want to highlight is that focus a lot on practice. This is the key to success. Hands-on practice of past exams and examiner-approved kits will increase your chances of success multifold. I will wrap up this session by wishing you all the best for your strategic business reporting journey with Skans ECampus. I am with you all the way. Thank you.